There has been a lot of intrigue around the medical condition of Shreyas Iyer ever since it broke early on Monday morning that he had been spending the past 2 days in the ICU of a private hospital in Sydney. Obviously, being in the intensive care unit is never something that is a nice thing to hear about anyone, because it means that your condition is in a pretty bad state, and it coincides with what we had heard, that potentially the injury that he suffered, the rupture to his spleen, which we found out later on, was something that actually could have been potentially fatal if it wasn't properly treated. But in that regard, we have some good breaking news, because this has been confirmed to us at Sports Today by none other than Rajiv Shukla himself. He said that Shreyas Iyer is now in fact out of the ICU. He's no longer in the ICU. He's been shifted to a private room in the same hospital that had been treating him. And of course, he's still under the care of doctors, but the fact that he is in fact not in the ICU any longer and is now in a private room under the supervision of doctors is a very good thing. No one ever wants to hear about someone being in the ICU, because it often means that the condition is not great. ICU is pretty much a pretty tense or extreme step to take when you hospitalize someone, as you would be well familiar. So the fact that Iyer is no longer in the ICU, very good news. And of course, the fact that he's still under the care of doctors, because this is a situation which is very, very delicate, and of course it would be needed to be treated very, very properly. You'll need the kid glove treatment, and it's absolutely understandable why it is that they are being so careful, because this was a situation that potentially could have been fatal if not treated on time. You'd remember we mentioned that he was actually, his vitals were fluctuating so badly that the BCCI decided to actually rush him to the hospital. And then when the medical reports confirmed internal bleeding, well, that call was actually justified. So it is good in one sense that he's finally out of the ICU. Of course, this is very much a developing story as things stand. There's still plenty more updates that could come your way on this regard. And we are yet to hear, of course, from Iyer himself, which is understandable considering his condition. But as I said, it's a developing story. Stay tuned to Sports Today. We'll keep bringing you all of the updates from this very sensitive story, and keep sending your wishes and prayers to Shreyas Iyer. As for you guys, if you enjoyed our work, well, let us know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, tap the bell, all that good stuff. Follow us on social media as well. We're on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And stay tuned to Sports Today. Plenty more coming your way throughout the day, including all the build up to the India versus Australia T20 series.